Can we just start off by getting your evaluation of very eventful 90 minutes of football here in Fife? What was your take on the game?
Well, terrific game, that's what it was, good entertainment, and found ourselves in a good position in the game. Of course it's never won, but we put it more into the balance and gave them the left or any hope when we shouldn't have, and do that period, a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after a goal. And if they do score, then they've got little time, but they're long enough to keep going, and they kept going with vigour. And in the end, we didn't cope, and then one or two other chances and opportunities. So the disappointing is losing a lead, probably the worst way to have a draw. And we're a wee bit angry at ourselves for it.
See, the double substitution, Gary and Lee being replaced. What was the reasoning behind that?
Just to change two strikers, get fresh legs up front, and then give them a problem. So
was the Gary yellow card, was that playing on your mind a wee bit?
Definitely got to take that in. It's a factor. Once the type of game it was and the challenges that we'd have to go for, it becomes anyone on a booking is more or less you've got to consider that when you're making your substitutions.
So you're looking ahead then towards the cup match at Motherwell on Tuesday night. What's your mindset towards selection there? Can we expect to see wholesale changes? Or are you looking for continuity?
No, we've got to go with a team that can win. We've got one or two tired legs from today's game, and we just make sure that we're fresh enough and utilise the squad in the right way. But we've got to find a winning balance, and it'll be a good test, of course. They're towards the right end of the league, so it's an opportunity to maybe look at one or two. But the squad is the squad, and the squad is the team. So we'll sit down tomorrow and evaluate what type of player might cause them problems, and if it was 11 that started today, then we'll go with that.
How frustrating is it for you, though, as manager in the dugout, to see the team work so hard to carve out a 2-goal advantage and then almost instantly sort of have a self-destructive moment? Well,
listen, when it happens, there's no use getting angry about it. You've got to try and address what's happening on the pitch, and I don't think we did that well enough today. We couldn't control. We didn't get through a period without conceding a goal. They can score a goal. Should they score two? No. And that's where we've got to be stronger, make better decisions. And we didn't stop them. We certainly didn't stop them from the back four at the start of the second half. We didn't stop them from the halfway onwards in the rest of the half. And then we never ever had a period of play in their half. Finished every attack too quick and looked to get the ball away from our possession rather frantically, I thought. And they're better than that. They've got to have a control, play into areas, play and try and overlap, play into a striker, produce crosses that people can get in and put defenders under pressure. And that really was, it wasn't how we defended, it was what we did with the ball. Made us defend a lot more than we should have.
The pressure's been cranked up on the team, partly because of results, partly because of off-field matters over the course of the week. You must have been pleased, though, with the sense of togetherness shown by the team, especially when we scored and everyone was celebrating together. It does seem that there's unity there.
Well, there's a nice little vibe there at the minute. Always, maybe in adversity, it really tightens you up, and that's what we've got to do. So a situation where we could have really lifted ourselves and lifted everyone, the supporters especially, about what we are as a club, and in the end we didn't do it. But they gave their effort, and going forward we'll expect better. But it's what we do with the ball is the things that made us decent in the first half. And when we did do it in the second half and we countered, the other times that we've got to spend longer in the opposition's half.